Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. My name is Elivaras, a senior player moderator for League of Angels Fire Raiders. Now, normally I would make a content post about the upcoming updates, but I've decided that I would like to start a YouTube channel, as there are not many active Fire Raiders channels out there at the moment. So, these videos will probably replace the content posts, depending on how well they do, so we'll have to see on that. I'll need to get your guys' feedback. So, let's hop right into it, starting with not a major feature, but an update that some people have been wanting for the emblems regarding the newer heroes. Because while it's cool to get one of the newer heroes and level them up, they're not giving you many buffs, emblem-wise. Apologies if you could hear that upstairs. So, now we have more optional units, heroes and angels, that can be added into the emblem slots. In Rage of Warrior, we have Liberita and Aria Lock-On. In Shield of Warrior, we have Victoria and Shadow Stalker. In Staff of Mage, we have Celeste and Void Shadow. No one new for Orb of Mage. No one new except for Isolde for Arrow of Steel. Wind of Archer, no one new. Gear of Bravery, Jack Hallow has been added there. Heart of Flame, we do see the Illusionist. Sword of Goddess, we do see Sapphire Sorrow. And Holy Keeper for Light of Goddess. So, I think it would be nice if they eventually added another slot. That would be cool, because right now, if you're, say, focusing on female heroes, then you're probably already going to have most of these slots full with very high score heroes, so it wouldn't really be of much use to get another hero that you can put in there when your other heroes already have a very high score. Of course, this will vary from player to player. As you can see this on my test account, I believe this is a different test account, so I don't really have anything leveled up at all. So that's why all my emblems suck. So, next we are going to move into one of the newer features. So in the hero panels, obviously, not obviously, but we do have a new feature. And this is the boost level. I don't exactly know what I call this. Hero boost, I think. So every hero has this. If you go into, like, this is Rose Knight, the only one that I've actually done stuff for. So basically this will work kind of the same way that Angel boosts work in the last update. So you can see on the right there, stat growth increase. So every time you fill up this orb, you can see the little water effects they have going on there. Every time we fill that all the way up to the top, we'll get a stat growth increase of 10% for the given stats that it shows for that hero. I think that varies between here. Yes, as you can see, it goes from physical attack to magical attack to physical attack. So I assume that'll vary between heroes. So what these use is, as the angel ones use angel gems, these will use, I don't exactly know what they're called, boost gems. Basically, these can be gotten from 3-starring a hero trial level of 4+. So if we go into our trial, I've already done them today, but starting at, let me just get here quickly. Go into Ranger Jungle. Starting at level 4 and above, mode 4 I mean, if you go into details, you'll see that if you 3-star, you will get boost gems, that's what they're called. And you'll get quite a fair amount of them, a decent amount, but with how many it takes to fully fill up an orb, you'll actually need quite a lot. So if we go back into here, you'll see that current boost cost is 4 per boost. We hit boost, it'll raise our boost value by a given amount. It's not like 4 for 4. It can be more than that. I think that one was 4. Yeah, these have been 4. I'm pretty sure it can be more than that. Yeah, that one was 5. There, so it'll do it by a relatively random amount. I think it's between like 3 and 8 or so. It'll tell you how many boost gems you have, and once you fill this up, you'll get your boost and your stat growth increase. You can see the button max boost, and this will use as many boost gems as you have and try to get your orb up. So as far as I'm aware, this functions the same way as the angel boost, where once it gets up to halfway, you can use another boost and it'll have a chance to completely fill up the thing. But also, as in the angel boosts, the hero's boost value is reset every Monday at 5 a.m. So if this orb is halfway full and Monday at 5 a.m. strikes, the orb will be reset back to 0. Overall, I do not like this feature. I think it feels like, I don't know, it feels like kind of baiting the player, almost. It's forcing them to save up tons and tons of gems, I guess it could be used as more of a pay-to-win feature. where, not pay to win, but to get people to pay, because they could use a ton of gems and see that, oh no, I'm 3/4 of the way, and Monday's in 2 days, where am I going to get more gems? Oh, there's now a recharge event giving like 1,000 angel gems. Oh, I have to recharge now, and they can be a way to forcing you into doing that. There is not, I do not believe there is ample reason to have this in the game, and I do not like it at all. So the next button here we do have is boost info, and this will tell you how many boost stones were used by certain players to upgrade their heroes to boost level 1. So if you're going to boost level 1, it will only show you how many stones people use to upgrade to boost level 1. If you're going to boost level 2, it'll show you to boost level 2, etc. So I don't think that'll go up all the way. Yeah, we're at 128, so we're not full, but whatever, it's just test server. So I bet you're all wondering, new awakened heroes. I did put a hint in my Reddit post, and the 4 heroes to be awakened, it's only 4 this time. 4 heroes to be awakened are first Earthshaker. Second, we have Night Sentinel. Going down to his awakened tab here. Third, we have Blood Baroness, who also has an awakened tab. And fourth is, I wonder if I can find them here. Just give me a second. I don't even remember who it was. I don't even know if I have them. Yes, I don't have them on this account. Mirabelle. Mirabelle is the 4th. So Mirabelle's probably the one I'm most looking forward to, since I run a female mage team on my free-to-play account. I haven't spent any money on it, but I've gotten gems from forum moderation, so I'll just use those. So Mirabelle's the one I'm most excited about. No one really uses Earthshaker, so I don't know how well his awakened skill is going to do. Apparently Blood Baronesses might be very, very good and might bring her back into the meta. We'll have to see on that, because AoE heroes typically are not super strong, since they feed rage and are unable to kill the opponent in 1 turn. So, I bet you're wondering, when you go into Trial and you go to Hero Chronicle, you're wondering, like, the hard stages for Hellhound are like 700 KBR each. You need like 3 500 KBR teams to bring them down. So you're wondering, this can only get harder from here. But they actually, I like and don't like what they decided to do at the same time. I'm more on the like side, but what they did was they paired the new awakened heroes with some of the old awakened heroes. So you can see Rose Knight got paired with Blood Baroness, so if we actually go into here, you can see that down at the bottom, you have Dazzling Light, which gives you Rose Knight's awakening materials, and then you have Blood Baroness's awakening materials. So I like this because that means the difficulty won't scale so out of hand that if your favorite hero, like mine's Light Envoy, my favorite Light Envoy would be like a way down the road. It might be in the next update, who knows? Not this coming one, but the next one. But it would almost be impossible for me to actually get her, considering I'm not a pay-to-play player. And if it scales harder than Hellhound, there's like no way I'll get her. So I like that they did this to start piling up the heroes. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is that these were supposed to be kind of lore-styled things, and while the lore was cheesy and not super good at times, it was something, but they just plopped it on at the end here with no real story at all. So if you're a fan of lore, then, which I don't think there's many of you for this game, if you're a fan of lore, that kind of sucks a little bit, but if you're not, then you could care less. Alright, so, next feature, let me think here. Yes, the big one, Arena. We do have the Ultimate Tournament. This is basically another cross-server, but this functions very differently. Unfortunately, it's in rest period, so as you can see, I cannot go in yet. But if we go up to all of the rules, there is a lot of them. So, the schedule is divided up into 3 parts. A while ago, I found this on the Chinese website, translated it through Google Translate, and I posted about this, and it turns out my post was pretty on point. So, the schedule is divided into 3 periods. You have the sign-up period, the group stage, and the championship stage. Sign-up period is, as it says here, begins at 10 PM on the day previous competition finishes. Who knows when it'll start, probably like a day or so after the update, and ends the next day at 2 PM. So this is when you can sign up 3 team formations. You can alter your formations before the sign-up deadline. So this is where, if you are active, so it's not just going to throw randomly inactive players in here. You sign up your 3 team formations, which you can change around at will until the deadline. So you cannot adapt on the fly to your opponent's composition. This is pretty big, as it means a lot of foresight has to be used, which is very hard considering there are tons of different formations that your opponent could be using. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this. We'll have to see how it plays out. After the sign-up stage, we do have the group stage. Preparation is from 2 p.m. to 2:30. During this time, players will be placed into groups. So this is, unlike cross-server, this is not going to be... excuse me. This is not going to be a... It's just like running constantly for a few days and you can do it whenever you want. This is going to be like you're at your phone for what it seems like most of the time. Like you're waiting. So this isn't like, oh, I'm going to sign on this morning and then tomorrow night. This is going to be like pretty active, so most of the players will be active during this tournament. Group stage runs from 2:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Players will battle in a round-robin format with others in their group. 5v5 auto battles. If the battle time runs out, team with highest damage will be the winner. I completely agree with this. This will mean that the stupid stall teams that can stall you out even if you're like 50k BR higher than the person will not prevail. I am a huge fan of this, and I think a lot of players will be as well. Each round in the group stage lasts 10 minutes. If the number of matches is greater than 20, then each round will be 5 minutes. So, this will be what I was talking about before, where you're actually at your phone or PC if you're running this on PC like I am here, where you're going to be at it like for the duration of the tournament. So this isn't going to be, oh, I'm going to do one match like at 7 a.m. and then another match at like 10 p.m. This is like, we're doing this in 20 minutes. Go, go, go. So, you cannot adjust formations, as aforementioned, and this is pretty big. After each round, points are calculated and players are ranked accordingly. At the end, players will get rewards based on their group rank. 15 matches with the highest points will be counted. So, with the amount of active people on the servers, I think this does leave some room for free-to-plays, although it might be very hard. We'll have to see if you get rewards at all if you just participate in the tournament, even if you don't make the top 15. This might just be talking about qualifying for the championship stage, which we'll get into next. When the group stage ends, the top players will enter the final 32 and be divided up. In the elimination stage, players can adjust their formations and buy morale, which gains stat bonuses. I am almost 100% sure this will be used during using diamonds, which will then make this a pay-to-win mechanic. It's hard to say if I'm a fan of this or not. People that have paid obviously deserve to get more bonuses since they're supporting the company and not the free-to-play players. While you might say free-to-play players are spending their time, so are the pay-to-plays. So, this can be a good or bad thing. We'll have to see how it plays out in the end. Buying morale can generate gifts. Players from the same server can open gifts for rewards each player can only claim once. What exactly these rewards are, no idea. The championship stage preparation periods run from 9 to 9:30. Championship matches will start from 9:30 and end 10:30. So this is a 1 hour thing where everyone in the top 32 has to be on for that 1 hour if they want to get anywhere. Afterwards, sign up for the next day's Ultimate Tournament will start. On Elimination Stage, players will get Ultimate Tournament tokens as a rank reward, which can be used in Ultimate Tournament, apparently. No, Tournament. Shop. Rank 1 player will get 3 chances to buy Paragon Hero Soulstones with a discount, while rank 2 and get 2 chances, and rank 3 to 4 players get 1 chance. This is probably not going to be a random chance, probably going to be like you have 3 uses to buy Paragon Hero Soulstones. How many Soulstones they are, of course I don't know, we'll have to see. Ultimate Tournament tokens, we don't know how many you'll get. We'll also have to see on that. I wonder if they've added it into the shop yet. We'll check it. Oh, they do. They have it here. Okay. So, we do see that there is some of the gear I haven't seen before. That's obviously not new. You can get boost gems in here. That's interesting. You can get Draconia, the new angel, which I did not pick up on as of yet. And you can see you can get Shadow Stalker. So, 3,000 Ultimate Tournament stones for that. Hard to say how many you can get from a win. That will definitely be interesting. Hopefully it'll be a decent amount, and hopefully people that just play in this tournament will be able to get a decent amount of rewards without having to rank in the top 32, so it's not just pay-to-play players. And so yeah, this has the potential to be an extremely fun, interesting game mode, but we'll have to see how it all plays out in the end. Right now, it's hard to speculate how it'll all work out. It could just end up being a major pay-to-win feature, which would be sad. So, as you all may have been wondering, for whatever reason, premium training has disappeared from your game. It has disappeared on mine as well, on my main account. A lot of people are reporting this bug. It looks like it's still here, so I'm thinking it's still a bug, although I haven't been able to contact my superior as of yet. So we'll have to see on that. I wonder if I can find the new angel in here. If she's listed, it does not look like she is, so unfortunately we can't check out her skills. There's Librita, my favorite angel. Haha. Okay, didn't know what that was about. And I believe that just about wraps up the major points that I wanted to hit for Content Update 3.2. I would say that this is more exciting than the last one. I definitely want to try out this new cross-server. It is expected that this update will come out on the 14th of May. This is not 100% confirmed. That is what I've seen. Sorry for the Skype pop-ups in the bottom right. I should control that better in the future. So I would like to thank you all for watching, and hopefully this will become a regular thing in the future. I'll see you guys all next time, and have a good night.